time for us to get your opinions, hear your views, and hear what it is you have to say on issues concerning our dearest country, Nigeria. So please take it easy. Nigeria is still our own, definitely. Now, today we're going to be talking about something that concerns, something the presidency that are looking forward to doing, but at the end of the day, it's still looking somehow. But let's get right into it. President Bola Tinubu departed Abuja yesterday for Paris, France, using the new Airbus A33. This aircraft replaced the 19-year-old Boeing B737-700 BBJ bought under President Olusegun Obasanjo's presidency. In a post on his X handle, the special advisor on information and strategy to the president, Bayo Onanuga, said the new plane, bought far below the market price, saves Nigeria huge maintenance and fuel costs, which run into millions of dollars yearly. He said the recommendation to replace the B737-700 BBJ followed an investigative hearing by Nigeria's parliament that questioned the plane's safety record and cost efficiency, especially after it malfunctioned during a trip to Saudi Arabia. Onanuga attested that the Nigerian Senate Security and Intelligence Committee recommended replacing the aging aircraft in the presidential fleet to reduce downtime and operational expenses. Now, according to him, the new A-plane is spacious and is furnished with state-of-the-art avionics, customized interior, and communication system. However, Nigeria is facing an economic crunch with rising inflation, a struggling naira, and millions of citizens barely making ends meet. Yet, amid this austerity, the presidency has just acquired a brand new multi-million-dollar jet that is furnished with state-of-the-art avionics. The timing and extravagance of this purchase has raised brows and sparked outrage across the country. Many are asking, is this the right priority for a nation in economic distress? This morning we want to hear from you. Join us in our phone-in segment as we discuss the new presidential jet and the culture of profligacy in government. So share your thoughts, opinions, concerns. Call us now or send us a message via WhatsApp. Let's hear your thoughts. The phone lines are on your screen. Send us a message via WhatsApp. Is it the right time for this? I love the fact that they gave details to it, so we know that the money was not wasted and it got something that will not crash or have issues on their way to somewhere else. He said it has state-of-the-art avionics, customized interior, and communication system, meaning the money was spent good.
While you were reading it, see, this is not something that we should be laughing about, but while you were reading it, there was so much, the way you were emphasizing on the aesthetic of the jet.
The money was spent,
it's like, at least it was spent right. Mm-hmm. This is it. And you would think Lilian was there watching, viewing it and explaining to us how it all happened. But yeah, yesterday we spoke about the president's travel to France and how, if at all, it has been impactful to Nigeria. But then today we want to talk about the release. There's been this speculation of the new jet has been ongoing for the longest time, but yesterday was the time we finally got the presidency to come out to say, yes, we actually purchased it. And on our headlines, the major story yesterday on Daily Trust newspaper was about the senators saying we did not approve it. So the senators already, because Nigerians, when they're appointing hands at the Senate and the presidency. But the Senate removed their hands, saying, my hand, no deal. Basically, that was what they did. Then the presidency came out to say, no, it's something that had to be done because there was so much maintenance on the other one. But what raised the eyebrow are two things. First of all, if it was that bad, how come all the previous three former president before or after rather the president that got this jet, which is Olusegun Obasanjo, how come the other three did not change it? Why this particular government? A government that has come out to say we want to reduce cost of governance, a government that came to say, okay, we are cutting down on fuel subsidy or even removing it entirely. You get this government has prided itself as someone that has been looking way to reduce money and create more revenue, but then this looks like a wrong choice. But that's just what people are saying, and we want to hear from Nigerians. So go ahead, call the numbers on your TV screen. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Are you with us? Oh,
All right, the call is good.
that
No,
call.
let's look at it from, I wouldn't want to be, let's look at it holistically.
Of course,
Now,
objectively.
objectively, yeah, and holistically. The jet is 19-year-old, the one that needed to be replaced. Now, it's like a car. When you have, no, let me use a generator. When you have a generator and you realize that you spend more money servicing and putting in fuel, and you realize that the money you would spend doing that yearly, if you put it together, you would save more if you get a new generator. This is where they are coming from, because it spoke about how it's consuming millions of dollars in maintenance. It's 19-year-old. Should an aircraft stay up to 19-year-old? Should it be that long?
Yeah, I think if we can have an expert.
Yes, but please, if you're an expert watching us,
callers,
do well to call in and let us know. Should it be that long? What are the pros and cons of having an aircraft that old, and how could it be maintained? Now, another thing they said was, it's our president, so maintaining the prestige of the office, you cannot carry.
Let's pick this call because it's our president has to think of the people as well.
All right.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Adi. I'm calling from London.
Oh, thank you very
Hi,
much.
Ade.
Yeah, good morning. How are you today?
Well, fine, thank you. And how are you over there?
I'm cool.
Hope you're staying safe, with what is happening in the UK.
Yeah, we are cool.
All right. So go ahead. What's your take on this?
Yes, my view on this issue is very simple. There's nothing wrong in the president buying a jet, because the jet is not for him personally. It's for Nigeria. Whoever will take it. Well, you imagine the president traveling to another country and is borrowing aircraft to come back to his country because of faulty aircraft or damaged aircraft. So it doesn't speak well in a country like Nigeria. So to me, there's nothing wrong about that, because that aircraft belongs to Nigeria. So we should be doing it in that area. One thing I can observe that because of the situation of our country now, people are hungry. Things are not moving. We know the pressure we have in diaspora, sending money. That is why people are complaining. People have the right to complain. My view is that there's nothing wrong about this aircraft. The federal government should do policies that would benefit the common people of Nigeria, including the state governor. And like I normally say, in England, in UK, food are the cheapest, no matter what. Go hungry. One way or the other, there are food banks for people who can't afford. They get food for free. Some on a fraction, maybe 20, 20. So food is very, very important. If there are people who are food in Nigeria, the complaint will be lesser. That's my view. So, but I believe that our country will be great. God
To that.
A good leader in future that will listen to the yearning of poor people in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria and God bless you.
God
Amen
bless
to
Nigeria.
that. God bless you too, Ade. Thank you so much for that. We always give Ade kudos for, after speech. I think everyone should be doing that. Whenever you call us, please, at the end of your speech, give us God bless Nigeria, because we need that prayer. One of the most greatest country tends to do that, and we've seen how blessed that country has been. So I think we should emulate to that as well. But then Ade made a lot of clear, wise decision. Funny enough, if we're in a better place, it would be a great, that's the prayer. Nigeria should be in a great place. But yeah, let's pick this call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Summayya. I am calling from Kebbi State and name Ibrahim Ocho.
It's good to have you from Kebbi. How are you this morning?
Well, I am fine.
All right, so go ahead. What is your take on the president's buying his own jet?
Yeah, my view is that buying the jet is not that bad, but the problem is that with the current situation, there are some things that are right, and then doing the things that are right, sometimes like someone has to suspend what is right, considering the challenges that people are facing. Like this of the just recent call drop, say it's not wrong to buy a jet because somebody as number one citizen in Nigeria that is traveling to another country, probably the jet may encounter a problem. But if you judge what you have just highlighted based on the situations, people have been sent out of their communities and they took over the territory, and the lack of water, all of that, all the reports that said this morning showing how Nigerians are suffering, that should have been the first priority that the government should have put in place. Because the jet in question is functioning. It is not that bad. It is functioning, only that it has lasted for 19 years. It doesn't matter, in as much as the jet is working, the government should have at least put that money in one or two ways to better the lives of Nigerians. That will have gone a long way, considering the fact that people are suffering. But at the security challenges now, the person is hijacked, somebody who has nothing to offer in life except famine, has left stranded, no accommodation. You show all the where they are. They landed within the town, that begging for where to lay their heads. It's worrisome. At least what the government collaborate with the state government to build or to out those idiots that are hovering around the communities, and then allow those people to farm and then get something to feed themselves, rather for us to get the food from them. So if you look at this jet now, honestly, it is not bad, but this is not what we need. The president is the only person that is going to enjoy the funds, and the government official. What about the poor people? Those that don't have where to lay their heads.
Yeah.
So we need to call a spell. We need to come out and tell the government the truth. We are not against the government that they should buy something for themselves, but let them at the people first before themselves. That is what the leadership is all about. It is not about your luxury, about your expensive stuff or exotic houses. What about the people that you are ruling? Are they comfortable with the way and the manner you operate in the government? No. It is not done that way. Honestly speaking, I pity Nigerians. That is the property that belongs, and a lot of Nigerians are dying in hunger. The Boko Haram people are chasing them. The bandit people are chasing them. Where are we going? What is the use of new aircraft? What is the use of it? You show the world that Nigeria has got a new airplane. What about the safety of Nigerians? Is that
all right?
I think we lost that call, but definitely your message has been truly passed. Appreciate you calling from Kebbi with that take. Yeah, there seem to be a lot of concerns, and hence the reason why we are putting it out there. We have to scrutinize everything. I think there is this term that is easily been named for people. You know, it's like when you have a thought and people tell you, oh, you are a propagandist, like you're all about propaganda. And this is the name that now target people, which is anti-government. The moment you point out something that is wrong, which the main cause of government is for the people, by the people, you know, with the people. So you have to govern, carry the people along. Your main aim there is to serve the people. Obviously, by getting there, you are already made, because there are a lot of privileges that comes with being in government. Okay, so you have to look at the people, and that was the concern of the caller from Kebbi.
No, everybody's making it's okay to get a jet for the president, but then when? We understand that the country needs to be fixed. People are hungry. But like Ade said, it's kind of embarrassing for a country like Nigeria. You know, they said it happened in Saudi Arabia. It had issues there when he traveled. Yes, we understand that the president needs his jet at the moment to carry out official assignments when necessary. We understand that the president had already also made attempts a while back to cut down the cost of governance by cutting down entourages that travel with himself, the presidency and the Senate and all of that, which you know, a lot of people were happy about. Now let me be try and be, it's really hard being pro-government in Nigeria at this point in time. But let's try that. We also saw the members of the House coming out and the Senate coming out and said they're slashing down their salaries to, help the land and help
just
people.
The House of Reps,
just the House of Reps, yes. And then we're seeing the senators coming out to tell us how much they were earning. So, you do one and you do the other one to counter it. Yes, the presidential jet was needed at this point in time, but did you really have to get it now? Like you said, people are still grappling with insecurity. We just saw a report of 255 people out of their homes due to flooding. And then the presidential, I thought I was pro-government.
Yeah. And then, I know you feel, no, you are just a journalist. That is what a journalist
I was trying to, look at it, but let's quickly take this, let's take this WhatsApp message. It says from Ahmad Bima Inagi from Niger State. Said, "Morning Trust TV. My take is it's normal to buy a presidential jet, but Nigerians are going through a lot. That money should be used to better the lives of Nigerians." Yes, which is what everybody has been saying.
Thank you so much, Ahmed, for that message. It is not a problem, but not now. Basically, that is the direction there. Honestly, if I can borrow Nigerians' mouth and talk on their behalf, I feel like Nigerians normally were boastful kind of people, and we would love for our own, airplane, the presidential jet to be really vigorous and very good, basically, but not right now. Indeed. All right, let's take a look at this message. Abdul Kuta from Niger, he's saying, "How do you expect us to feel?" Are you asking me, Abdul? We are asking you how you feel. He said he has already bought the jet, so let's just move on. It is an established fact that we as a country, we are in a country with leaders who enjoy extravagance and wasteful spending. Let them provide the citizens with basic needs like cheap food, good roads, school, water, hospital, and security, period. God help us all. Amen to that. Thank you so much, Abdul Kuta, for that message. Indeed, it has already been done, and at this point, Lilian, at the beginning, we heard the rumor of the process of the purchase, and it just went silent. And it went silent when a lot of people coming out and saying, no, it's not, we're not ready for that right now. But it breaks my heart to see that the government of President Tinubu came with the thought of, we are going to be transparent, we'll listen to you, but then all of a sudden there seemed to be no listening.
We're hearing you, but we're not listening.
Yeah,
what is happening at this point in time.
It's looking that way.
Now let's take this message from John Gindiri from Jos. He said the level of poverty and hunger is very high in the land. Mr. President promised Nigerians renewed hope, but where is the hope? Death is better than living in this country. No. Mr. President, pay NPA beneficiaries their 8 months. It's long overdue. Yeah, death. No.
Thank you so much, John Gindiri. Yes, I appreciate what John Gindiri is doing. This is not the first time he was pointing out the 8 months, for the NPower, and this is what the media is all about. This is what Nigerians are all about. We keep saying, do not forget things. You have to continue, because most times we had someone on Daily Politics, and the person said it's like the government has written list of things to cause distraction. Like 1 minute we're talking about this, and then something pops up. Our mind is swerved from that, and we're looking at other things, and we forget. Talking about the humanitarian ministry, what is happening there? Are we asking questions? So, this concern about the NPower, thank you so much for always bringing it, and I appreciate it if you continue until at least one day we would bring someone who would come down and talk about this and possibly find a solution. We're here to hold them accountable at the end of the day. Go ahead, call us. Let's hear your take on this situation, find possible solutions for our country. One way or another, they are going to hear from Nigerians. It's all about Nigerians, and until we get it right, we have to keep pushing forward with all the concerns.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you. Ali from Nigeria State.
All right, Ali, go ahead. What's your thought on the topic right there on your screen?
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to hear my own feelings as a Nigeria. And I also want to appreciate the efforts of management of Trust TV. They are doing wonderful job, and also the staff of Trust TV too.
Thank you
about the subject at hand, show that the government today is insensitive to the plight of citizens of the country. The policy of government
is causing hardship to many Nigerians. And the government, all what government says they are doing to pushing the effect, people are not seeing impact. The impact is very minimal. It's not, people are not feeling it. And people are saying a lot of things. And government is not listening. They are feeling that what they are doing is the best. They didn't even know what people are saying. And now, you go ahead and you buy a new jet. And you have money, if you buy it for locally to assist the country, no problem. But now, you know that somebody lost a family and people are coming to sympathize with you. You say, no, you want to go and attend the dinner of a birthday party of one of your friends. That is the action of government. All right. Government is not the insecurity that is facing the country, the hunger, and where the government even come with the policy of this removal of first office. If government be serious, they will have rolled out the program that will push the effect of the impact of this. The government is not serious. So to be honest with you, there is disconnect, and something is very, very wrong. Something is very, very fundamental. The president, the legislative, and also members should think big about the action that they are taking. They should please think that the interest of the masses is very, very paramount in governance.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Aliyu. Your voice already, just portrayed how you're feeling, which is frustrated, and it's understood. And he made mention of one thing: there is disconnect. If there is one thing that the protest that went on at the beginning of this month, it was one concern. There seemed to be a lot of disconnect. That was what protesters were saying. We don't feel the government. They don't address us, and we're not talking from only the federal level, but even the local government level. It's like if only during election you reach out to these people, but then immediately after it you go quiet. And when people are talking, you're not even coming out to address them, to give them room to talk, to find possible solutions together.
I think it's there's this thing. I think Ade said it as well. When food is available, I really don't believe Nigerians would have as much problem as they would.
Yeah, do you want to be hungry? That's why they say hungry.
Yeah, because I see videos of back then. I see video back then when Nigerians said, "Oh, things are getting expensive." They had plumber chicks. But look at us now, as in people are getting they're not feeling well, angry. They're getting angry. So the government, we're hungry and you're doing this, but if food were to be available and surplus,
really pay attention to that,
we're eating. Well, let's quickly take this WhatsApp message from B Alpha from Niger State. He said, Profligacity. Yes, Nigerian leaders always want to tell the world that we have too. We have arrived while the majority are suffering. Show off.
We too have arrived indeed. I like I said we're boastful. We're normally Nigerian, that even an average Nigerian would go outside the country and act. I think that's why there's this problem with South Africa and Nigeria, but then we have to come back home and take care of what is at home. All right, let's pick this call. Good morning. I think we lost that call. Go ahead, call us. We have basically a few minutes to still hear from you about this profligacy. Is that what you think it is at this point? We're just analyzing, hoping someone from the government would hear, because this is the platform that gives you space to talk to your government directly, and hoping they get to hear and listen to the people, because if at all there is that disconnect, then there wouldn't be progress. You have to be really close to the roots for you to understand what the roots are going through. Good morning. Good morning. Are you with us? Do we still have the caller on the line? All right, I think you have to call us back. Let's hear your take on this situation, the profligacy. Do you think the Nigerians or the presidency decision to buy a presidential jet at this time, it's okay? We have had a varied degrees, as in different thoughts from Nigerians so far, but I'm sure you have something to say. So go ahead, call the numbers on your TV screen or send us WhatsApp message via the first number. That way we get to hear your take on this situation. Let's all work in order to make Nigeria great again, like our people would say, great again.
You know, the issue of this profligacy, though financially linked, but I think there's a problem with our government officials when it comes to putting priority.
Yeah,
there's so many things happening in the country, and boom, the Senate came up with a bill to change or decided to change national anthem.
Yeah,
there's so many things happening in the country, and boom, you want to deal with people that cannot sing national anthem.
I told you, someone said it's like they're looking for some things to keep and then distract us with
it's like, okay, things happening here, and you're doing this, you know.
Let's read this message this morning. He said, some leaders or some Nigerian leaders are heartless. He wasted the huge amount of money on acquiring those things at a time when most Nigerians households are struggling to get at least 1 square meal in a day. That's from Ibrahim Sharu, Niger State. Thank you so much, Ibrahim, for that message. As much as you know, I have to say, yes, Nigerians are hungry, but let's take a look at it. Like I did point out, it is embarrassing to go and have to borrow. Your own president is borrowing jets, from Saudi Arabia to come back. But we can't even compare ourselves to Saudi Arabia, honestly. That is a country that has helped itself with the oil production that they make in order to grow. And even though it's still alleged, let's use the word alleged, since we're all acting as so we don't know. We know, you know, some of our people who have invested in refineries outside the country instead of us, you know, creating our own refinery. And then it's so shameful that finally one of us decided to create a, refinery for us, and we're trying to block that from happening. Let's pick this call. Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning.
Calling from it. Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
Okay, Chukwumogo. State.
Okay, Chuku, I didn't get your state.
Ebonyi State.
Oh, Ebonyi. It's good to have you. All right, go ahead with your take.
Yes. Okay, my take is there is nothing wrong for our presidency to purchase a new jet. At least life is sweet. We don't want president as a result of air crash.
Yeah.
The 19-year-old aircraft is old enough to change. And this issue is not peculiar to presidents, if you understand it. Our governors change dozens of cars every 4 years. And you know what it costs. If wasn't the maintenance and everything. So it's not peculiar to presidents. Let's still look down on governors. So there's nothing wrong with that. But my question is, what is his plan about the old jet? Is he still going to use it or to sell it and fix this Nigeria? So my advice is that let him acquire whatever he wants to acquire. At least it's still our property. It's not for his private use. But let him look into the cry of the poor masses.
Yeah.
Of the poor masses. We are hungry. We've been lamenting about this. The money for this new jet, enough to feed Nigerians. But he has his plan. Nobody knows his plan. But our advice is to make sure there is food on the table of every citizen of this country. And let him go ahead and make his plan. Before he came on board, he knows how he wants to rule the country. So that is my own take, my advice this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Okechukwu, for that one. Honestly, I feel like the president still has Nigeria's loyalty, which everyone is saying, you can still have, the jets, but just